The Bradshaw Field Training Area covers a massive 9,000 square kilometres. That's about 3 times the size of the Australian Capital Territory. These vast tracts of open space are normally used to conduct large-scale military exercises.
Bradshaw is important to defence, and it offers a vast range of options for land, air and maritime training, when Army, Navy and Air Force train independently, when they train together, and when we train with our international military partners.
But the officer in charge here, Lieutenant Colonel Adam Boyd, tells me the manoeuvres being conducted today are about strengthening a different kind of friendship.
So we do this so you don't take my water away from me and to your country. So we give you blessing.
With personnel from the Australian Army, the US Navy and Marine Corps, I'm being anointed in the ancient customs of the Miliary, Nungali and Jaminjan people, the traditional owners of the land. It's a rare privilege.
My family was 8 of us.
Lorraine Jones grew up on Bradshaw when it was a sprawling cattle station. Most of her mob now live around Timber Creek. The Army welcomes them back on country to run a culture camp, to pass on the old ways to their children and grandchildren.
We're teaching them about how to hunt for bush tucker and where they can find bush tucker. It's about survival, and we tell them a story about what they dream inside.
I think it's fair to say that it helps us listen. We have a saying, big ears and a small mouth, know when to talk and know when to listen. And it is an opportunity for us to learn about Bradshaw's ancient and intricate history, the Bradshaw traditional owners' connection with country.
So how'd you go out on the river?
Pretty successful. Got a nice sized barramundi.
You've got to
here.
be happy with that.
Absolutely.
I've been here 14 years and haven't caught one of them, so.
These young Marines and sailors from all over the United States are part of the rotational force based in Darwin.
Did you have any idea about the Indigenous culture in Australia?
Absolutely not. Like, the only thing I knew about Australia was Crocodile Dundee.
I reckon Mick Dundee's got a bit to answer for.
And as you get longer, you got to keep going down.
The chance to learn about Aboriginal practices close up is giving the Marines a fresh perspective.
I knew nothing about the people here, the land. Being here is definitely an eye-opener and definitely learning a lot.
I really didn't know what to expect, but it's kind of awesome that they're so open to just having people come in and spend time with them.
But that hasn't always been the case. The presence of the US military on Australian bases is a sensitive issue. It sparked heated debate in the past. When the Army took over the pastoral lease on Bradshaw in 1996, ending its era as a cattle station, the traditional owners of this country had their own reservations.
People were uncomfortable talking with people with uniform. They were thinking, oh yeah, they're going to drop bomb on the site and, our sacred site's going to be damaged. But that wasn't the case. You'll see that spring that feeds the water to the camp here and to the homestead, and it's dreaming for emu.
Yeah.
They've been walking around there.
That's one of your sacred sites?
One of our sacred sites.
The partnership that we formed allowed us to come together in the early years to understand the sites of cultural significance and sensitivity and to map those.
If you don't trust each other, you can't get nowhere. We got this good relationship now and everybody trusts each other.